Welcome to The Daily Show.
Thank you.
And congratulations on all of your success. Congratulations on being nominated for a Grammy. Congratulations on doing so well. I mean, you seem like you've just come out of nowhere, but you have been doing this for a really, really, really long time. One of my favorite introductions I've ever heard you give is you said, "Hi, I'm Jessie Reyez, and I write sad songs." Is that how you see yourself?
Pretty much, yeah. I write a lot of sad songs. But it's not like someone play like a little violin or something. Like it's just I just happen to get more motivated to write when I'm sad. I write happy songs. They're just few and far in between.
Right. But the songs that you've released so far, you know, because we're still waiting for the album, which is going to be coming out. But the songs that you've released might have a sad tone to them, a sad feeling, but it sometimes feels like there's always an undertone of love. There's always like a dream that you're going for. There's always a feeling of hope in the music itself. Is that something that you saved for the album, and then like you write fun songs for other people?
I guess that's funny. Sometimes when I make songs for others, it's kind of like if I made a sweater, you know, and I knit this beautiful sweater, and I'm like, oh, it's nice, and I try it on, and I'm like, this doesn't fit right, you know? And then I give it to somebody else, and it fits them perfect, but it might be happy. Like, I've given away sad songs, too, but I feel like in life, when you're conscious of the fact that, like, highs and lows, black and whites, up and downs have to exist, then sad songs have a little bit of love, and even love songs have a little bit of sadness, because you know that love can't last, because nobody gets out of love alive. Like, we have to, you know? I know.
Oof. Wow. Wow, nobody gets out of love alive?
Well, no, because
what is love, the coronavirus? Wow, Jessie, you just took us on that, like, do you really believe that?
Well, yeah, because think about it. Listen. If you fall in love and you're lucky and you happen to be that minority that finds the love of your life, and statistically someone's gonna cheat. We've got Instagram, we got Tinder, we got all this BS that's like catered to lying to somebody or catered to finding quick love not what you work for. So suppose you get by all that and you find the love of your life and you guys are down for each other and nobody lies and you make it till you're old and gray, which is beautiful. Eventually somebody has to die. That's like the truth of human life. Somebody has to die. So you don't survive love. You don't survive love, but you know what though? If you keep that in mind, then today you might not cheat. If you know that tomorrow's your last day, then today you might not be a jerk. Today you might be authentically yourself. Today you might confess something. If you know that tomorrow it could be all over.
Wow. That's what I mean. It starts out sad and then it becomes this beautiful inspiration, a story of hope. Your story is one that's full of inspiration and hope because, you know, you live in a family of immigrants who moved to Canada. I mean, Canada seems to be producing so much musical talent right now. It's really insane. But you were busking at one point, you know? It's not like you had this immediate rags to riches story. When you were doing that, did you think that you were going to see the blow up the way you have now? Because you have fans like Billie Eilish, for instance, who goes like, "I love Jessie Reyez," which is really amazing. In fact, you're going to be touring with her.
I am.
That just got announced like now, today. So when you look at that journey and what it's been, what's the story you tell yourself of your life?
That I'm blessed, that I'm honored, that I'm lucky, that my hard work's paid off, and I can't really like stop. I can't stop. It's not often that I kind of like it's only when people ask me that I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. I remember the days where I had to bartend until like 6 in the morning counting tips. I remember the days that I made $2 busking because I couldn't get anybody to stop. I remember the days I had to hand out mixtapes, begging people to listen to my music for free. I remember all those days. So when I think about that, it kind of makes me more appreciative now. And now when I'm tired, if I'm on a tour bus, I just like, I look at, or no, I'll give you a better example. When I'm at home, I have my old, it's like Sobeys was our Publix. So you know, you have Publix in the States, we have Sobeys in Canada. I used to be a cashier there, and I used to write songs on receipts, so I keep my name tag on my shelf, just to like click back in that I'm like, this life isn't normal. Touring, doing what I love isn't normal, so I gotta make sure I stay on top of it, stay grateful, stay focused.
You strike me as someone who has a passion and a drive about you that not many people naturally would possess. You know, one of the things you said that I found really interesting is I read you talked about Coachella, and you're performing at Coachella
Yes,
for the
sir.
first time. Congratulations, you're on the bill. But you said something really interesting. You said a few years ago you had the opportunity to go to Coachella, and you said, no, I don't want to go to Coachella until I'm performing at Coachella.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's kind of, it's jokes. That's how, first of all, I have to thank my parents. Like that uphill immigrant battle is a real thing. And watching my parents have to like, hell yes! Watching my parents have to like hustle twice as hard for opportunities, have to navigate in a world where they didn't speak their first language is Spanish, have to navigate in a world like that, have to just work their asses off. I feel like it taught me to make opportunities from failure, make opportunities from any time that something seems too hard. So if friends ask me to go out to a club, in my head, I'm like, I think of my bartending days, and I'm like, I don't want to be there if I'm not making money. So Coachella was kind of the same thing. I was like, do I really want to go if I'm not working? You know what I mean?
You got to make that money.
You got to make that money, baby.
You're doing it now. I mean, you're going to be on tour with Billie Eilish, and then you're going to be on tour doing your own thing. You are blowing up exponentially. What is the one thing you dream of doing? Is there one collaboration? Is there one place you want to perform? Is there, because now the sky seems to be the limit for you.
Well, because I'm such a believer in affirmations and in list of goals and making sure you have a map, because otherwise how do you know where you're going? So a map is like your list of goals. For a long time I've had on there like a farm for my dad. I've had a few accolades on my wall. My mom in Colombia used to work with kids, and my dad lost his mom very young, so I want to work with kids that don't have that I guess stable home base. So I want to start an orphanage and name it after my mom. Thank you. All this is so funny. All this sounds like I'm this great human being. Like I drink, I cuss. Like don't think all this is all like dandies.
Hey man,
but
if you drink and cuss and open orphanages, I think
It's
that
valid.
more than balances things out. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to see you perform. I think everyone's going to fall in love with
Thank you.
Before Love Came to Kill Us will be available March 27th. She's phenomenal. You make sure you get this album. Catch her on her headlining tour this spring and opening for Billie Eilish in March.